Hi, welcome to Late Night Stacks COVID-19 vaccine series. In this video I'm gonna talk about Moderna, BioNTech and Novavax. Let's start with the latest news about the pandemic. Australia on alert after new Omicron XE COVID variant found in NSW. The combination of BA.2 and BA.1 is thought to be highly contagious and comes as mandatory negative COVID tests for travelers to Australia is scrapped. Many people think, as well as the Wall Street, that the pandemic is over. But we see a lot of outbreaks all around the world. More Chinese cities tighten controls as Shanghai COVID cases rise. China is still following zero-case policy. In my opinion, this policy can't be sustainable and it also triggers the risk of global recession. It seems in Shanghai, 25 million residents remain under lockdown. According to Communist Party, the decision is best choice at this stage based on China's current epidemic situation. World Health Organization warns coronavirus is far from settling into endemic situation. According to Michael Ryan, that is not an endemic disease yet. He also doesn't believe that endemic equals it's over, it's mild or not a problem. That's not the case at all. He also told that tuberculosis and malaria as endemic diseases that still killed millions of people per year. Maybe these kind of news are shadowed by war and inflation news, but we have still that problem. So you can ask, what's your point? My point is the risk is still relatively high and the vaccines are the best weapon against this virus. There is a 1 in 5 chance of a future dangerous COVID-19 variant, expert says. According to Moderna CEO Stefan Bancel, there is an 80% chance that the virus that we are going to see in the future are manageable from severity standpoint and vaccine production. But he thinks we should always be very cautious because there is a 20% chance that something happens in the sum of new variant that is very virulent. Poorer nations shun AstraZeneca COVID vaccine. The highlight is demand for AstraZeneca vaccine via COVAX similar to Chinese shots. Countries declined to receive nearly 35 million AstraZeneca doses, opting to replace them with vaccine manufactured by Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer and Moderna, the document says. This year, the vaccine supply exceeds the demand, that's why the efficacy plays an important role. COVAX, African Union declined to buy more doses of Moderna's COVID shots. COVAX is struggling to place more than 300 million doses, Reuters reported in February. Moderna and Gavi have agreements for up to 650 million doses of the company's vaccine to be made available to COVAX participants through 2021 and 2022. I think they will probably execute these options in the second half of this year. Let's continue with Moderna. The stock price keeps still its bearish trend. The good thing is after the second Nasdaq sell-off, the stock price didn't drop too much. Moderna recalls thousands of COVID vaccine doses in Europe. The drug maker said the contamination was found in just one vial and it was recalling the whole lot out of an abundance of caution. It did not disclose what was found in the vial. Investors sold this stock like no tomorrow. Even this kind of news can drop the stock price even more. Investors are overly bearish on Moderna post-pandemic prospects. This is despite the fact it still has solid COVID-19 and non-COVID-19 catalysts. In time, as it becomes apparent the market has overreacted, MRNA stock could come back into favor. Being honest, I was expecting the dip between $200 and $250, but what we saw $120. I think I can predict better the upside potential rather than the downside. As you see, the company has a lot of product candidates. Flu vaccine is in phase 3 preparation phase and RSV vaccine is already in phase 3. CMV vaccine is heading to phase 3 and we see 2 phase 2 drug candidates in therapeutics area. Recently, Morgan Stanley boosted the price target and put $217. As you see from the options, $190 and $200 are resistance levels. If the stock price can exceed these levels, the next stop will be $250. This quarter, analysts expect $5.8 earnings per share. This number is similar to Q2 2021 earnings. In Q1, the vaccine demand was still high, that's why the company may beat the expectations. Let's continue with BioNTech. The stock price is going up and down between $180 and $160. On Friday, the volume was very low. Pfizer BioNTech say booster dose increases protection versus Omicron in kids aged 5 to 11. Blood serum analysis of 30 pediatric participants who received a booster dose in a study showed 36-fold increase in Omicron neutralizing antibodies, the drug makers said. Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine is always frontrunner. This news actually didn't surprise me. Matinas Biopharma Inc.'s mRNA-based vaccine packed with BioNTech. The companies have entered into an exclusive research collaboration to evaluate the combination of mRNA formats and LNC platform technology. Under the agreement terms, Matinas will receive an upfront access fee to work exclusively with BioNTech and additional research funding from BioNTech. Specific deal terms were not disclosed. By the way, Matinas is a relatively small biotechnology company. The company made already 2x just in a month. I am also thinking about to take a video about this company. Now we see a lot of bullish and generous price targets from different institutions. We see two $200, one $255, three $300, and one $350 stock price target. The average stock price target was $261 and on Friday the stock price was $175. 1 year ago, in our first video, we already put $350 stock price for BioNTech. The investors wanted to sell the vaccine stocks without looking at their fair values. BioNTech granted pandemic preparedness contract by German Federal Ministry of Health. Under the preparedness agreement, BioNTech will reserve and maintain manufacturing capabilities to produce at least 80 million mRNA-based vaccine doses per year. The contract has an initial term of 5 years. Holding the capacity means probably extra revenues for the company. Novavax stock is still going down. Recently, the stock price consolidated around $60. Its market cap was on Friday $4.74 billion. If we remember the company's revenue guidance for this year, it was between $4 and $5 billion. In this case, the company is even less than 1 price to sales ratio. Let's continue with some good news. Novavax COVID jab gets note for use in Switzerland. The company announced that it has received a conditional marketing authorization in Switzerland for the use of its protein-based COVID-19 vaccine in adults aged 18 years and above. Toronto offers Novavax vaccines to residents 18 years of age and older starting April 21. Meanwhile, Ocugen investors are hoping to get some revenues from Canada. The Netherlands is stuck with over 800,000 doses of Novavax. Hundreds of thousands of doses of the Novavax coronavirus vaccine, bought by the government for an estimated 18 million euros, may not be used and will soon be out of date. Of course, this is not the company's problem. They produced, delivered, and got the money. But next time, governments may order fewer doses. By the way, with a basic calculation, Novavax sold a dose for around $20. The company is expected to be profitable this quarter. But we don't know the pricing and the profit margins, that's why it's hard to predict whether the company will beat the estimates. Last month, some institutions put more than $200 stock price target. As you see, the average stock price target is $200. In this case, it seems the company has more than 3x potential. To being honest, I have a mixed feelings about this company. The risks are limited booster market, as a consequence, less revenues from COVID-19 vaccine sales. On the other hand, when we look at the company's guidance, they expect up to $5 billion sales this year. From the price to sales ratio point of view, the company seems super cheap, because BioNTech and Moderna have 2 or 3 price to sales ratio. On the other hand, if the vaccine can't be effective against new variants, or the company won't be able to adapt the vaccine, the revenues will decline sharply. Long story short, the stock price can exceed $200, but at the same time we may see under $20. By the way, we started the commodity series and I highly recommend you to check these videos. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching till the end. Please give a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Bye.